Heaven, heaven, heaven. Oh, right. Oh, maybe. Stop. Anything. Oh, dang it. This can go. No way. Stop. And Sigma. What up, brother? What up, Sigma? Sigma, Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy. Is that me? Oh, there we go. Dang it. I ain't seen your butt cheeks in a while, brother. Chat is disabled. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. How you been, my man? How you been, my man? Ow, my man. Is it arrow? I'm an arrow. Boom, 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 boom. Had a pretty cool day today. I fell asleep. I fell asleep on my first live stream. Accidentally. I didn't mean to do a sleep stream. I built a big old fort today in my yard. Let me see if I can find it. It's crazy, yo. In fact, see if I can find it. Oh, it's probably not even available. It might be. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see here. Lives. This was earlier. This will go away. Oh, throw in that one. What is all this in here? Oh, this was last night. Sorry. Sorry, this was last night. I can't seem to find it. He said, hello. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Your channel. I probably gotta get a studio. Where's am I at? Dang it. I keep forgetting my butt can use the. I keep forgetting when I'm using my computer to go live. I can do this stuff on my cell phone. Your videos. Seems really. Oh, there we go. I found 347. Edit. Live. He's making a fort. He's making a fort. And location private, public, almost done, back, save, bam. All right. So now, stop and look both ways. All right, no, that's not it either. It's not making any sense. That ain't making no sense. Warmness feetsees. One day ago. Dang it, where's it at? All right, let me see. Whatever. Ain't seeming to work now. It's because it should say 300 streams. Keeping your head out. Warmness feetsees. Boom. Your channel. Yeah, I can't find a dang thing. Oh well, whatever. Who cares? What you doing, brother? You gone? You gone? Okay. He gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. Live chat. All right. Let's see. Where am I at? That's freaking crazy. He's tired of life. It looks like. Yeah. Wow. You know, I can probably do this too. Oh, dang it. I can probably do this too. Let's see. No kidding that. Dang it. No way. No way. Can I? Whoa. No way. Nice. Nice. I'm freaking awesome at that. Nine? You gotta be kidding me. No way. You gotta be kidding me. No. Jeez. Nice. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Nice, boy. Nice. You gotta be kidding me. What's going on here? I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, I got it. I got it. All right, I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Boom. What? No way. No way. Unbelievable. Stupid jerk. No. Nice. Knew it. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Bam. No way. Them feet stankin', dude. Can you even see that from here? I don't think you can see it from here. These feet, them feet stank, yo. Dumb, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Them feet stink. I think it might be a little too high on the chin. No, that's pretty good. Mine's about there too. Mine's there. Never mind. That looks very good. Down by the arm, but yeah, good. Looks good. What do you think? You have any changes you like? I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. What face you want? You want the hat on the head like? You want your face on it? Send me your face. I can put my face on it too. You saw this? Watch this. Look at this, boy. Look at this. You see this? Okay, I'll do that. Look at that. You see that? Bam, boy. Man, I gotta fix it up a little bit though. I did this in like 32 seconds just to see if people will laugh at it or not. But yeah, so I got this big old chunk of it. Okay, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it, brother. I'll do it. That's awesome. I got this hat on, like a fist, like the hat on, like this with the hat on it. Yeah, I got you with the hat on. I got you. I'm just making some. I'm just making some jams. Let me think. Let me think. All right. Let's see what I can do. I mean, I can do anything. I'm freaking super. They call me super talented Richard for short. Because do you recall Central Park in fall? How you tore your dress? What a mess. Um. Okay, so we're gonna open cowboy hat, and we're gonna open. Okay, so let's open cowboy hat. Okay, and then we're gonna. Dude, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this, dude. Wait till you see this. All right, dude. All right. Dude, passed out. All that work outside in 85-degree heat. I tried my best, and then I was gonna like talk for a few more minutes, then go to sleep. Boom, passed out. And the only thing that ended the stream, I think, is my battery died. I don't even know how long I was asleep for. Um, Alright, so if I open that up, and then what we can do, I got an idea. I got a file open. Where am I? Recent. Where's Richard? Good Richard. Open. Alright. Alright, let's take this. Alright, Control C. Go here, Control V. Oh, Control Z, the wrong thing. Alt tab, oops, Alt tab. We go here. We grab the hat. Control Shift I. What am I doing? Control I. Control C, C, C. Alright, bang, Control V. Alright. So now what I need to do is I need to take my big old head here. I need to take image scale. Layer scale. Alright, and we'll do this here. We'll go. Alright, let me see how low I can go. 15, 14, 13. Okay, scale. Alright, and then you take this big old hat here. Because I'm freaking awesome. He had soggy underwear. Others said the others said you were banging some BBW black chip. That's not what I read, 10 Light. That's not what I read. Others. Others. Couldn't you couldn't see me in bed alone? Let me see here. Others. Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah. We gotta make this a little big. I go down here. Stop and play. Look both ways. We're gonna go to Good Cowboy, and we're gonna go layer, image scale layer. We're gonna go bigger. We're gonna go to like 1,000 scale. Okay. I need to tilt that song down too. You know, I need to find. I probably need to find a different hat because my soggy underwear. Underwear. Yeah, I gotta find a hat that's not tilted as far forward, or else I gotta do this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I gotta clean it up a little too. All right, I'll find a different hat for you, Space Cowboy. I'll find a different hat for you. We'll file, save as, um, pictures, logos. Let's see, space. Oops, 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 oops. Oops, I did it again. Okay, man. Underwear. And why does it have soggy underwear, Joe? What's up with my soggy underwear? And what you say about my stinky feet? My feet ain't that stinky. What you gonna thinky? Oh, and check this out. I can do so I can do cool things now. Like I can do this. I can be like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, oh, no, man. Phew. Sorry. I do dumb things. That was me. That was me. Stop and play. Look both ways. Hopefully, maybe if I'm. Did they take? Oh, I didn't. It didn't show your message, 10 Light. It showed it on my other laptop, but it didn't show it on my. I forgot to switch it to live chat. And so banging BBW chick is apparently is worth blocking. The others, yeah, that wasn't allowed on this screen. What am I doing? This screen here. Man, that's pretty cool. Pooping. Oh yeah, I'm working on it, brother. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. I promise. Look both ways. Oops. What's that doing? All right. Chromium. Bam, buddy. Bam, buddy. Come on. Nice. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. That's not. No, I missed it. No, I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe it. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. Let's check out the riots. The riots. Rioting. What? Let's see what's going on. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh yeah, I saw these were fake too. Manhunt underway for accused. Man. Oh, that'll teach you. That'll teach you. I got heavily punished by the typing algorithm for typing so much, so I tried to spread it out for 30 cents. Are you sure, or are you? Is it just that you don't have live chat? Turn on live chat. I mean, because mine, like I said, I got heavily punished by the typing algorithm for typing too much, so I tried to spread it out for 30 cents. I know the BBW one didn't show up unless I changed from live chat to I mean from top chat to live chat. 10 million plays. Dead meat. Oh, come on, Anthony. Come on. No way. Spaceballs 2 teaser. That's crazy. Um, 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 I don't know. Space Cowboy, if you're still in here, did you know about freaking Spaceballs 2 was coming out? I guess he's gone, but Spaceballs 2, that's going to be absolutely crazy. He pulled it out. She refused to give her number and the unthinkable happened. I hate Sonic, man. Fatiguers. Oh, shit. Stop. Stop playing pretend. Whoa. I used to teach a black inner city the issues they're involuntary. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. Made it what? Melissa Hortman. Mm-hmm. Giant. I don't believe you. The problem. The problem is. The problem is. It's not that I don't believe this about her. I just don't believe him, dude. I just don't believe anything. I think you could put anyone's name in and he'd still be able to fake anything. I don't believe that. Anybody else would have been better to give this speech. Apparently, there was two assassinations today. Democrats were shot by some Democrat dude that was dressed up like a police officer and shot two. I think he meant to go for Republicans, but he ended up killing Democrat couples. I'm trying to find out now. This is so Minnesota. Two Minnesota congressmen were killed. Well, were shot, and their husbands. One set died. The husband and wife both died, and then they're talking about the other set now. I don't know if you can hear it or not. You can hear this, right, Tim? Like, no, no. I meant, can you hear this on my stream? Can you hear what's playing? Is it coming like yesterday? You couldn't hear it. Remember, you couldn't hear what was on my when I was playing web pages. You couldn't hear it. Oh, you can't. Okay. Oh. Huh. What's going on here? Oh, there's a problem. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Dang. Okay. All right. I got to figure out why that connection's not going through. Yeah. So this lady here died. She died right here. This lady right here. Her and her husband were both shot, and she died today with her husband. Her and her husband were both shot and killed. She's Democrat. She's House of Representatives, uh, Minnesota House Representative, and her husband. I don't know what her husband did. So she and her husband were shot and killed, and then there was another couple where I don't know if it was. Well, I'm about to find out if it was the husband or wife from the other couple that was the congressperson or representative, and I think they both lived. They got shot multiple times and both lived through surgery. I don't know if they're still alive. I'm trying to find out now, but I'd like if you'd be able to hear if you were able to hear it. So let me check something out. OBS being able to play through audio from YouTube. This is probably it right here. There we go. There it is. Shush. Shut up. Yeah, yes, yes, yeah. Right. Okay. Let's see if that works. All right, let me go back to this real quick. Now let's see if I can make this happen. Dang it. No, yeah, I can't really do it. Can't figure it out. They just said some. Can't figure it out. They just said some. All right, whatever. Yes, unfortunately, yeah, I'll have to figure this out before I go live next time. I'll try to figure it out before I go live next time. Oh, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Monitor. Monitor on. Monitor on. Off. Mix off. So that's time. That's crazy. Right. So, that crossed my mind. Just they said he's messing up. People have never seen him. Yeah, he dressed up like a cop. and his car was a cop car. I heard this earlier, but I had to do a bunch of stuff, so and I slept through a lot of it. So he took he took a car and he put lights on it and everything so that he could get close to them with other cops thinking he was a real cop, and then he blasted them down. Apparently, he had a bomb in the fake police car too, because he was going to blow something up, but we don't know exactly what that is. And I guess he got caught before he was able to kill some more, but he had a list of politicians he was trying to kill. I was trying to find out, but I'd like to be able for everyone to be able to hear it, so I'm not just sitting here with my yeah. Oh, you know what I can do? Shut up, liar! Such a liar! Right, right, right. Okay, so I know you can't hear this, but this guy's a Democrat, and he's saying, oh, we this past week we did really good. We got past all this violence and that violence, but they've been talking about blow up Tesla cars, blow up Elon Musk stuff, blah blah blah. So they've been calling for violence, and now they're getting violence, and because this dude was on the list to be killed, now he's like, oh, let's calm it down. Let's calm it down because he didn't think people would be coming for Democrats. So it's crazy. I know you can't hear it, but if you want to look at that. They assassinated a lawmaker, on Asmongold TV. Open up that link if you want to play it right now and listen to it while we talk about it. Here, I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link right now. Exactly. The Democrats have been the one calling for violence. At 100%. Democrats have been fully calling for it and saying they've been calling for it while saying Trump's the one that's violent. So they're lying. But yeah, go ahead, watch that and bring it up to 6:04 and see if you can catch up to about where I'm at. Then we can talk about it if you want. Right, right. That's that's my point. Is that this guy's a fucking liar? He's been calling for violence. He's been dancing around. He thought he was going to take over. He thought he was going to be vice president, and he's just full of shit. And now, and he danced about Tesla's being on fire. He danced about it. He danced about Elon Musk's stocks going down for Tesla, even though Tesla is like 30% of the Democrats' retirement. So if it goes down, he's losing money hugely. The whole Democrats are. So yeah, so he's crazy stupid. But now he's trying to act like we were so good, we were so humble to everybody, we were the good men. This guy, him, this is what's his face? This is Tampon Tim on Tim Waltz. That was Kamala Harris's running mate to be vice president when she was going to be president. He was going to be vice president. Tampon Tim, the bald guy, all the way on the right side of the screen. He was the vice president running mate for Kamala Harris. Tim Waltz. He liked the whole trans stuff. He wanted to put tampon dispensers in men's rooms in case trans men came in and were having their periods. He's crazy, and that's why they called him Tampon Tim. Precedent. So Wow. Yeah. If a dad has a daughter, would it be wrong for a tampon dispenser to be in? No, no, but that's not why he wanted them there. He didn't want them there for that. He wanted them there for trans men. He has no interest at all in them being available for fathers for daughters. But think about what you said though, Ten Light. Would a father go to the bathroom with his daughter that was old enough to have menses? No, you're not thinking. You're using a stab back rebuttal. You just want to hurt me or cancel me down. You're not taking your 16-year-old daughter into the men's room to make sure she's clean and you're going to put a tampon in her. You're not going to do that. If she's old enough to have menses, she's going to go into the girls' room by herself and handle that by herself. So that's a bullshit argument that the Democrats say to make Republicans and conservatives look bad. Not saying I'm not blaming you, but people are programmed to do that. Yeah. Well, what about the dads that have daughters? What, my 5-year-old daughter, I need to stick a tampon in? No, 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 no. Nobody thinks straight. Nobody thinks. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Right. 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 No, okay, I know you can't hear it. I would put the blame. I would. He's saying they wouldn't. Finlay. So I know you can't hear this, but what up, Finley? But it's absolutely no. Oh my God, Mom, I've been summoned. Tim Waltz being a man, maybe he thinks it's dumb the argument about trans men having periods. He thinks trans men are men and trans women are women. That's why he wants to put tampons in men's room and boys' rooms in schools. Listen. They want the Democrat vote. The Democrats want the trans vote. So if he says shit like this, I'll give you tampons to stick in your butt, then they'll vote for him. That's why he's doing it, not because he cares about anybody's vagina or butthole or anything. He doesn't care. They need the trans vote. They're pandering. Trans men are men, and most reps agree. A man is a man. No, trans men are born women. Trans men are born women. Then they transition to men. Trans men transition to men. They were born women, then they transition to men. Trans women are born men and they transition to women. I think you just had it backwards. It's okay. I'm here to teach. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, trans men are born women, born with vaginas, and then they transitioned to trans men. Trans men means transition to then the final gender. Trans women are men with boobs. Sometimes boobs. Sometimes they just wear makeup and dresses and stuff. And that's what's crazy. And these people, I'm going to tell you the point real quick. I'll tell you the point real quick. So the point is, white people basically vote 50-50, Democrat, Republican. So they need to break that. They need to break the tie. So it used to be black people that would break the tie because they always voted Democrat. So that's why Democrats have run for so long. But now, this last election, a lot of Democrats, a lot of black men especially, didn't vote Democrat. And a lot of Mexicans and Asians didn't vote Democrat. They voted Republican because the reason the Democrats started giving so much love to the LGBTQ community and not as much love to black men. So black men said, forget you, we're voting for Trump. And then they lost the entire vote. They lost the entire race. So now they want to say, no, no, trans, we love you, blacks, we love you, anybody. They say they love because that's the only way that, and they don't do anything when they're in office but steal money. So they don't care. But yeah, it's all to pander for votes. They've stolen and robbed for so long that if someone else gets into power and finds out, like what's happening right now, they'll get a they'll lose their hand in the cookie jar, and they'll lose their money, and they'll lose their power, and that's what they want. That's what they don't want. I don't put much thought into it. No, no, I agree. I agree with the discussion. Understood. I'm not calling you stupid or anything. I'm not saying you stupid as dumb. You don't know that chicks with dicks are blah blah. Understood. Understood. But I just get excited, as you probably know. I get excited. Right. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So the word transsexual means basically transition to. So a trans man means I transition to being a man. But trans woman transition to be a woman. So that's the easy way to remember it. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why the whole saying trans women are women. That's a lie. Trans women were born men. So the Democrats say no, 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 trans women are women. So they're pandering to trans people. They're saying no, you are a woman. You can go into women's rooms. You can play women's sports and all that. Yeah, but it's crazy, right? It's crazy, Mike. I'll tell you about it. Finley beef summoned. Finlay. But yeah, that's it crazy, yo. I really wish. I don't know what I screwed up. Why I can't play. I used to be able to play music through, like if I played a YouTube, you guys could hear the music and stuff, and I don't know why I can't do that anymore. What I broke, what I broke, probably broke something. I probably broke something. Open sound settings, spatial sound. Let's see, output. Yeah, what's that all about? Noise property, right? Output microphone, right? Input, output. Oh, I see. System sounds. All right, there we go. I hope this works. We'll see. The discussion Congress had an excerpt saying men being so much more stronger with testosterone, women will never win in women's sports with men being there. Well, that's the problem. Is Leah Thomas was born a man and then against women in uh, in Pennsylvania. So when he was a man before he was trans, when he was a man, he was in 400th place against the men. When he swam against women, he was number one. So it goes to show you, against the other men, he was in 400th place. And as soon as he says, "I'm a girl," boom, he goes to number one. That's how much more muscle men have. They can move themselves through the water much better and stuff like that. So it's it's and it hurts women's feelings. Be like, "Oh, men are stronger. Men aren't stronger. I'm stronger." But unfortunately, men are stronger. Women are better looking. Men are stronger. That's what you get. That's what you get. Done. Done. That's it. That's our. It's crazy. It's absolutely. Which one? Which one do they do on YouTube? Let me know. I'm kind of confused by your statement, but let me know. And did I even turn it? Let me see if I can do this. If I can get it. Oh, oh no, no. Let's see. Nope, that's not me. There we go. I figured it out. Bam. Oh, dang it. Dang it again. Oh, let's go this way. That stuff's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so this guy on the center of the screen now, if you can see him, he is the guy that dressed up like the cop and killed these people. problem.
It appears that this is the same person who was condones this or anything like that, but it's very weird. Let's see what this is. And so this
Does
is
that work?
like people think that the guy shot her, and I'm not sure why he shot her at all. I mean, I don't think anybody knows. So she was shot and killed. She broke down in tears in front of cameras after siding with the Republicans. She was the lone Democrat who voted to cut health care access for adult illegal immigrants. I did what leaders do. I stepped up and I got the job done for people of Minnesota. And so this is her talking before any of this happened.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and
Yeah. You can't hear it. It's a.
we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision.
DFL Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman emotional following the House's adjournment from a special session Monday. Hortman was the lone DFL lawmaker to cast a vote to cut Minnesota Care access for undocumented immigrants. It's a move she made with a heavy heart.
I did what leaders do. I stepped up and I got the job done for the people of Minnesota.
The bill was deeply unpopular with members of the DFL caucus.
No
members
surprise
have
there.
repeatedly expressed frustration that the bill was part of a compromise, one that would ensure.
Well, so there you go. So the bill that she ooh, whoa, the bill. Well, let me change them. That's kind of crazy. The bill that she was uh just passed. The bill that she just passed Monday was to cut free health care for illegals. And so they probably had somebody set up to kill her because that's what they were just saying that she just set up. She just set up a bill to cut Medicare or whatever to illegal aliens, to immigrants, to illegal immigrants. So they probably had her killed because she's trying to be a good Democrat. She's trying to be a Republican Democrat. She's trying to be like the Democrats that left for the Republican Party because she's realized that these people are freaking nuts and thieves and crazy.
The necessary GOP vote to pass the rest of the state budget.
We are tremendously disappointed and gut wrench at this decision,
What are you wearing?
at this compromise that compromises our communities that are most vulnerable.
Hortman knows she let down her own caucus members with the vote.
They're right to be mad at me. I think some of them are pretty angry. I think that their job was to make folks who voted for that bill feel like crap, and I think that they succeeded.
Now you're dead.
That's
So,
exactly
so,
what happened, and I think that
so she just said that the protesters that were laying down, acting like they were dead, it was their point to make the people that voted for the bill happy or upset. And she said, and they made me upset because it said free health care for immigrants, for illegals, and the Republicans wouldn't pass the budget because it was giving free health care to the illegal aliens. And the only reason they want to look, we don't have free health care, right? As people in America, we don't have free health care. So why do they want to give free health care to the illegals? Because they want to make sure the illegals vote Democrat. And that's the only reason. They know white people are going to vote 50% Republican, 50% Democrat. So they don't need us. They don't need anything about us. They need the other people to vote Democrat to make sure they can break the tie. The problem is now they don't have hardly any white or black. They have white women and gay men, but that's about it. Illegals are getting free health. Yeah, no, well now. So Monday, yes, they're getting free healthcare. Healthcare, they're getting free healthcare. Yes, yes, they're getting free healthcare, free housing, $20,000 in cash assistance and food stamps a month, so they can sell $10,000 more than that. Do you need $5,000 worth of food a month? No, you don't. So you can sell like $18,000 of your food stamps a month, and then only use $2,000 to feed yourself. And that's just yourself. Your husband, if you come in, if you're illegal, you know your wife's illegal, your husband's illegal, then you get 20 grand and he gets 20 grand, and any kids over 18, they get 20 grand. This is why everybody was flooding the border. Biden was giving away billions of dollars to illegals so that they would vote Democrat. To vote Democrat, they're no Democrats were no long. They lost the blacks, so they needed somebody to replace the blacks in voting wise to make sure Democrats stayed in power. So they imported a bunch of people and gave them tens of millions and billions of dollars to make sure that they voted Democrat so Democrats would stay in. Because look what they've been doing for the past 40, 50 years. They've been stealing all this money. And if they get caught now, then they can't enjoy it. They all got to go to jail and whatever. It could go to American citizens, and it should go to American citizens. This is one thing I need to say about Trump. Okay, we were giving tens, dozens, hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine to help them protect themselves, right? And you say, okay, fine, they need to protect themselves, but we weren't getting anything back from it. We were just giving money away. Poof, it's gone. Now Trump's giving them almost the same amount of money, but now he helped them start their own companies to mining companies and stuff. So now we're not giving them money. They're selling us lithium and other minerals, and then we're paying for them. Now they can take that money. They all have jobs, and they can use it to protect themselves with weapons. So Biden and everybody was just giving them money for free. Now there's companies set up there so men can work, and then the government has money now to buy weapons and stuff that they need to protect their people. So now the whole country of America is doing better because now we've got all these minerals coming in that we can make products here, like electric car batteries here and all that. So that's the thing is everybody else was just giving them the money, giving other countries the money. Trump is setting up businesses, not his businesses. He's having them set up businesses so they can give us something for what we give them. And that's amazing. So now we have trillions of dollars coming back into America when it used to be we were just giving it all away, all away. Because the Democrats were secretly getting kickbacks from behind, like Hunter Biden. Right? And so what's happening now is all these Democrats that were going to be rich now aren't going to be rich, and they sold everybody out, and they don't want to get caught. And this woman is now considered a traitor by the Democrats, and they killed her. I wish you could hear it.
And trying to make them feel like crap. I think that they've also emboldened people to think that they are crap and then to justify
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
I think this is what happens.
Yes, the current estimate was 25 million, but right, yes, somewhere between 18 and 40 is approximate. Because a lot of people came and went and came and went. A lot of people came across the border, and remember, all you needed to do was download an app. And then you got a credit card number and everything, and you could go to ATMs immediately and just tap your phone on the ATM, put in your PIN number, and start withdrawing cash. Instantly. So then you could go across the border again, get your dead grandmother's phone, put her information in, and say, "I'm crossing the border." Now you've got your dead grandmother's phone, your dead aunt's, your dead uncle's phone, and according to the app, that's 4 different people. And now and you don't have to put your picture in the phone or anything because you're not going to have an immigration uh, um, um, court hearing till like 2035. You got to have them too. Yep, absolutely. I haven't seen Bitcoin withdrawal kiosks. I've seen ones where you can put cash in and then get Bitcoin out, and maybe that's what you mean by Bitcoin withdrawal. Yeah, you sell it. You sell American dollars, and they give you Bitcoin. Well, right. But why are they loving Elon Musk? What Musk wants him gone. Elon Musk wants them gone. I don't know. Hold on, let me see questions too.
She made the right vote. I mean, in my opinion, like this is just what I think. I think you should give them health care and then deport them. Like make sure that they're in a stable state. Like, and the reason why, this might sound like this might be a diversion from what I usually say, so it would be confusing to people. Let me explain why. No. Let me explain why.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen and just pay attention.
Yeah, no. Elon 100% realizes that they're destroying America and all the money that this is why Elon's worth millions and billions of dollars, right? He's worth billions of dollars. So hold on. So check it out real quick. Elon's worth billions of dollars, right? But all that billions of dollars is in stocks, right? So if America, the US dollar drops, all those stock prices drop. So if 25, 40 million illegals come in and they're getting $20,000 a month each, and then they destroy America because we go broke, then he can't sell that stock because that stock is backed by United States companies, and now the dollar would be worth zero, and his money would be worth zero. Same with Trump. Same with all these other rich people. If the U.S. dollar goes to zero, their money is worth nothing. That's the problem. Elon Musk. Elon Musk knows his companies are worth trillions of dollars, and if the Democrats, the Democrats, mess up the dollar, then his money becomes worth nothing. But he needs to. He doesn't have any cash. He only works for stock, so he's got to sell the stock to get cash. So hold on, listen. Do the stanky leg. I don't even know what the stanky leg. I think I already did the stanky leg for you. Space cowboy. It says stanky leg. Stanky leg. But yeah, so Elon um, if okay, so Elon's got say he's got 500 million dollars in stock, right? If he sells like 100 million, $100 billion, 100 billion, 500 billion. If he started to sell $100 billion in stock, everybody that owns Tesla stock would freak out that something's happening and start selling their Tesla stock. So then the value of the stock drops. So the other 400 billion that he had left would be worth less and less and less as their price goes down. So he can't sell all $500 billion worth of stock and have $500 billion because as he sells it, the value of the stock drops. So he can't sell it fast enough, right? And he would be very, he has no cash on the side. He doesn't have that much. He doesn't have 100 billion, 500 billion in cash. How would he have gotten it? Because he asks his companies to pay him in stock options. Then when he needs cash, he goes to a bank and he says, "Excuse me, bank, here's $1 billion in Tesla stock. I need a loan. Give me half a billion. Say it's $1 billion. Give me $500 million, and here's the stock. If the stock starts to drop and it gets near $500 million, the bank will sell it and get their money back. You understand? That's how it works. So the bank is guaranteed to get their money back. So he only goes in and turns stock into cash via a loan when he needs US dollars. Else everything's going in, it stays as stocks. Because remember, you don't pay tax until you sell the stock. This because the stock goes up one day and down one day and up, so you don't pay tax on stock. That's why he's never had to pay a lot of. He just recently did, but he never had to pay. You never have to pay tax on stock until you sell it, so he can keep it in the stock market as long as he needs it, and then just get loans against it. And there's no tax on loans. So do you understand? No tax on loans. No tax on stock. So when he gets $1 million from his company, he doesn't give 40% of it away to the government for taxes right away. He doesn't do that. Are you Dobby the house goblin? I'm Dobby the House Goblin. I totally wish you guys could hear this. I gotta figure out why.
Every person who works in the medical field takes what's the Hippocratic Oath,
Doobie.
which is to do no harm. And I think that telling people that they have to turn away healthcare from a person in need who is actively, like hurting and unhealthy, I think that's a violation of their Hippocratic Oath. And I think making them do that is an unethical and an immoral thing.
Dobby the.
Problem really that we should
Dobby the.
instead is looking at how the people get in here in the first place rather than trying to deny them health care.
House. Dobby the House Elf?
And then get rid of them. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think that's unfair. That's extremely fair. And again, the reason why is that
Dang, dude.
person that works in healthcare, a lot of people work in healthcare because they want to help. Compelling a person that works in healthcare.
Elon did say he lost a lot of money during Doge. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Because remember, yeah, he did. He lost the money. Dude, that's pretty bad, Space Cowboy. That's pretty bad, brother. You think I look like these guys? Oh, maybe like that guy a little bit. Maybe. Whoa. Oh, no. Yeah, that looks like me, actually. Yeah, that might be me, brother. Dang. What are you laughing at, jerk? What you laughing at, jerk? Yeah. Oh, dang. What's it? Oh, I think I found it. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I found this. Let me know if you can hear it now. I think I may have found it. I think maybe. Hold on. Dang it.
Care to what I believe to be violate their Hippocratic Oath and not give somebody health care because of their
Can you hear it?
They're being illegal. I mean,
can you hear it now?
like fuck, like I've seen photos of black people
Okay.
giving emergency aid to KKK members. I think that there has to.
Okay, cool. Okay, now I can hear it though. Now I can hear it perfect. All right, cool. All right, that's good. Now we can actually watch and listen to things together. That's good. Okay, application audio. All right, so hopefully this is better. There we go, man.
To be something that goes above that, and that's on an ideological ground. This is just based off of geography. The fact is that promise and that oath, I think, should supersede any sort of like temporary amount of money. And so yeah, it's a moral code. I think so. Yeah. Did you make that up? No, I didn't make that up. You can look it up for yourself. The analogy doesn't mean anything. Help them, deport them, and make sure no one gets in illegally again. Yeah, I mean, this is actually what my opinion is. Now, I don't really care if we don't give them healthcare, right? But like, if you want my opinion, that's what I would do. Help them, deport them, and then make sure nobody gets in again. So yeah, that's it. They're abuser, but we shouldn't punish the true victims. Yeah, my doctor attacked me and my fiance last week, and you read it? Really? We're not just talking about emergency care, it's healthcare. Last week, and you read it? Really?
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's it.
It's not fair to taxpayers if you pay for it. Yeah, well, that's a different conversation. So, like, whenever I'm talking about healthcare, I'm not really talking about, like, just ongoing healthcare regularly. What I'm talking about is healthcare that is, like emergency healthcare. Like a life-saving operation. Somebody gets shot. Like, let's, like, theoretically, like, I'm creating a scenario, right? But, like somebody gets shot, they go to the emergency room, the people there find out that it's a illegal immigrant. Should this person be given care? I think the answer to that is yes. Yes, they should be given care. Because I think that trying to compel a healthcare worker to let a person die on the operating floor there at the emergency room is totally immoral, right? It's an awful thing. Now, ongoing healthcare for, like, just random things, no, we need to get them out of the country, of course, right? But that's a deeper problem. That's totally different. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because, like, I don't see why you would need to be giving healthcare regularly to illegal aliens in the first place. It seems ridiculous to me. Why would you even be doing this? How would this even be happening? You know, that's what my opinion is on it. So I think basically for ongoing healthcare, no. For emergency healthcare, yes. And then deport them, right? That's pretty much how I feel. Not all healthcare.
But Senate Majority Leader Erin Murphy forced to vote for a bill she too disagreed with to uphold the integrity of their compromise.
This one hurt. This one is a wound because of its reason.
Yeah.
My colleagues across the aisle set this as their #1 priority.
So when a client comes to us with an ask to launch an influencer marketing campaign,
dang it. The comparison is illegal women get emergency help, then babies are legal American. Exactly.
Move would drive.
How could it be their #1 priority if it's not?
So I think I told you that Muslims want to they want to be the largest religion on the planet, and the way they can do that is by outbirthing us. They want Christian parents of Christian countries to have as very few babies as possible, and then they're going to have 4 wives and have as many babies that they could possibly have to outgrow America. And so that's why they want to import Muslim people so that they can have babies here that can be Muslim babies and blah blah blah, and then talk about how everybody should just eat and sleep with each other and be on a roster and screw this guy and that guy and this girl and that girl, and then you get diseases and everything like this and abort all your babies, blah blah blah. So that's kind of what's going on too. I'll show you here. Muslims want to outbirth Christians by 2075. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this here. It says Islam is set to be the world's largest religion by 2075. The number of babies born to Muslims is expected to overtake those born by Christians within 2 decades, making Islam the world's largest religion by 2075. So just by convincing women to allow men to have multiple wives and having as many babies as possible. What up, Harsh? What up, Harsh? We're talking back, just the 2 of you again. We're back talking about. Oh, and now we can hear now we can actually hear the internet when I look at stuff. But now, yeah. So this is what I was talking about yesterday, Harsh. By 2075, the number of babies born to Muslims is expected to overtake those born to Christians within 2 decades, making Islam the world's largest religion by 2075, according to the analysis. So, right. So now Muslims, they don't need to blow up buildings. They don't need to do whatever. They don't need to do that. All they have to do is have lots of sex, rape lots of women, blah, blah, blah. And that's what they're doing. And then what they're doing, and when they get into office, and they're like, no, let all the illegals in so we can overthrow everything and they can rape the women and blah, blah, blah. And that's what they want. That's what they want to do. It's called mu'ah. That means like short-term marriage. You can walk up to a woman and say, we are now married, and then you can have sex with her and then throw money at her. And that's actually legal in Sharia law. Muta. I'm sorry, muta. Muta in Islam. Yeah. Here you go. Muta marriage is for temporary but a fixed period after a dower. Muta marriage is void under Sunni law because the words used at the time of the proposal much extended. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so the specified period must be a day, a month, a year, or term years. So you can sleep with a woman for a day. You can say, you're my wife. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a bunch of money. Get out of my life. You're my wife. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a bunch of money. Now get out of my life. You're my wife. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a bunch of money. Now get out of my life. So this is crazy, right? Right. And most people have no idea about this about Muslims and Islam because they're not told it. And no one reads the freaking Quran. Even the people that worship the Quran don't read it and find this stuff. Yeah. Multi marriage. Temporary marriage for limited period. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. What up, Harsh? I can't spell sup correctly. That's probably me. All right, let's see. But yeah, so that's crazy. And then I couldn't show you that stuff yesterday about I couldn't show you that stuff yesterday about oh damn my feet. About what was that? Dumb it. Dang it, Space Cowboy making me feel like a freaking wackadoodle.
Even in the best interest of the people that are the citizens. That's crazy.
The wedge between her and the rest of her caucus, her DFL colleague, Senator John Martin, quickly stepped to her defense.
As a member of the caucus, she clearly was fighting against that every step of the way. In the negotiations, if we wanted a budget, we had to agree to that. She agreed to put one vote for us because of that.
Reporting in St. Paul, I'm Quinn Gorham.
Well, there it is. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's going to get messy. They're going to try and hide the manifesto to protect the party again. Well, like, and this is what was found. I mean, apparently this person, I mean, I don't really know how much of this is accurate, right? But I'll go back and pull this up and show it. This is Minnesota law enforcement. Here we go.
Are there reasons to believe that these events were also targeted by the person in the manifesto in the car? We don't have any direct links. However,
let me go back and just so you guys can hear the whole thing. I'll even turn this down because I think it's a little bit loud. Okay.
Are there reasons to believe that these events were also targeted by the person in the manifesto in the car? We don't have any direct links. However, there were some flyers that said no kings within the suspect vehicle. And as we know, the planned events throughout the state of Minnesota today is a no kings event.
And so the reference materials that were inside of the vehicle that we saw, we have no understanding that any of the no kings events would be targeted, but we also find it of interest to the public that these would be in there, and we want to alert everybody until we do that. Because this is such an active investigation with information not knowing right now, we feel it's an obligation to all of you and the public across the state of Minnesota to alert you of it, and that's why the colonel made the notation of recommending people don't go today. But the individuals are not in custody yet. And so we want to make sure as that very active manhunt is underway and continues, that we make sure that we're sharing that, and that's part of why we're making the recommendation. As to that investigation and the list, we are working through that now and talking to individuals, and we'll continue to. What I would say with the list is there's a large number of people. That's all I can say about it. We will work through all of that.
I said this yesterday. I mean, everybody could have predicted this was going to happen. I mean, like, when you constantly have political rhetoric that's echoed by Congress people and other noteworthy people on social media that justifies or rationalizes violence, it's really not a surprise that something like this happens.
The motivations of this are, and we'll provide that as you can. This is really a public safety announcement for everybody so that we can make sure people are informed and make safe decisions throughout the day.
This all started, I think, with Luigi. I think this was the first time that it happened. And then when people saw that Luigi got a lot of positive feedback and people were happy about it, then right after that, I feel like you started to see a lot more of this violence happen. And I think it's very, very problematic, extremely problematic. Let me see what this is. This is some more of it right here. So basically, the guy is a left-centered Luigi. I mean, we're not sure about him being... I mean, like, it's very odd that it's already decided that it's a politically motivated attack.
Right.
And this person just happened to shoot the only Democrat that voted against a bill that every other Democrat voted for.
Right.
So, I mean... and they have the No Kings posters. So every single indication shows that, but there's no certainty for it yet, right?
So can you say one more time? So you were just going to proactively.
Pipori is a highly secure virtual mobile operating system.
Crazy. They're going crazy. Why are you so lazy? Who are you gonna see? Oops, what did I do?
Is there an encounter with the gunman or someone with a gun and exchange gunfire? Can you just go over that one time, please?
I can. Good morning, Police Chief Mark Ruley, Brooklyn Park Police Department. The question is, how did we get to Representative Hortman's house, and it was proactively or not?
Yeah.
The circumstances that unfolded in Brooklyn Park this morning is that we assisted the Champlin Police Department on a shooting. That shooting was made aware by one of our sergeants that it was at Senator Hoffman's home.
God damn.
And hearing that very intuitive sergeant asked our officers to go check on Melissa Hortman's home, the representative that lives in our community, just proactively as due diligence to swing by.
Smart guy.
That police officer and his partner pulled down the street when they arrived at Melissa's house. They noticed that there was a police vehicle in the driveway with the lights, emergency lights on, and what appeared to be a police officer at the door coming out of the house. When our officers confronted him, the individual immediately fired upon the officers, who exchanged gunfire, and the suspect retreated back into the home.
Was this an actual police officer or an impersonating police officer?
Yeah, they were
Yes, the question is,
right?
was it a real person or a person impersonating a police officer? It was not a real police officer. This is somebody that clearly had been impersonating a police officer, again, using the trust of this badge and this uniform to manipulate their way into the home.
That's crazy to do, too. How's the suspect still at large? I don't know.
Victims, they had a car with lights and sirens?
Yes, the question is what kind of vehicle, how were they dressed? They did drive a vehicle that looked exactly like an SUV squad car. It was equipped with lights, emergency lights that looked exactly like a police vehicle.
What the fuck?
And yes, they were wearing a vest with taser, other equipment that would, a badge very similar to mine, that no question, if they were in this room, you would assume that they are a police officer.
Holy shit, that's scary. God damn. Wow. Totally a hit job? Yeah, I guess so. Literally all homes have Ring cameras these days. Just get the footage. Well, I think everybody, well, no, they know who did it. Yeah, everybody knows who did it. I mean, yeah, obviously they could show the Ring camera footage, but like, I don't think that it's really necessary to watch this guy shoot them in order to come to the conclusion that he shot them. So like, that's it. It's literally like the movies. Yeah, I guess so, right? And is he arrested? No, he wasn't. He hasn't been yet. And I'll see if I can read a few more of these posts here about it. But yeah, state representative, her husband was shot and killed. And Democratic state legislator and her husband are assassinated for their politics. Every headline should say so. Melissa Hortman was a Democrat, murdered for being a Democrat. Say it clearly. This is political terrorism. I don't know. I mean, it's very unsure, like uncertain why. I don't know, like why the other group got killed either. Another lawmaker, this is another person here, John Hoffman. Is this person a Republican or a Democrat? And he's also a member of the Democratic Party. So did he vote again? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was murdered for switching sides. Yeah, but her being murdered for switching sides, that argument becomes less valid. And I believe that immediately less when somebody else was also shot who apparently did not. They both voted against it. Oh, man. They were both against the bill for that reason. I don't know. I'd have to go back and find and see it. Because I like, literally, people... I don't know how... I always get very confused by this whenever people do this on the internet, where so many people are so adamant about a definitive fact, and people are just spamming opposite answers, right? It's like, how do you even...
What you mean, where can you find diamonds? What do you mean, dude? It's easy, dude. I got internet. FozzieTube, I think I remember that too. FozzieTube, yeah, the prank tales doing pranks for yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Where can Space Cowboy find diamonds? Oh, he better have. Yeah, he better have. He better have. He should have. I think I remember that. That sounds very familiar. That's just stupid to do, though. And I think wasn't Fossey on methamphetamine, so he probably hasn't slept in a couple weeks. I'm like, this will be fun. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. You know what? He can also find diamonds in Minecraft. There you go, buddy. You can get it in Minecraft, Space Cowboy. Man.
How do you even find the information that says the opposite? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So, yeah, I mean, when I spread misinformation.
Oh, Vitali's, right. Vitali's TV, right. That's who it was, Vitali. I remember that too, you idiot guy. That guy's dumb.
I guess so, right? But I guess, but I have no idea. Quebec Hochschild represents swing districts. I assure you Tim Walz doesn't appoint right-wingers to office. Yeah, definitely. Just read some actual news, get some information, spread misinformation in your chat. Well, we're trying to figure it out ourselves right now. And oh no, this isn't a person. No. This is you don't care about misinformation. You're just mad that I'm saying things you disagree with.
He is. He's in penicillin, Philippines. He's in the Philippines. Vitali's in the Philippines. The penicillin. Okay, let's see. But also, dang, I can't remember what I was talking about right now. Vitali in the Philippines. Yeah, dude. Vitali in the Philippines. There you go. Dang it, dude. YouTuber Vitali arrested in the Philippines.
According to Bureau of Immigration, Intelligence Division Chief Fortunato Manahan Jr. reported the arrest of Vitaly Zidorovetsky, 33, after he was tagged as an undesirable foreign national following his viral social media posts.
Boom, and that was the BIP. That's like the FBI here, the BIP. The Bureau of Immigration, the Philippines. And they went and snatched his ass up. Yeah, they were talking about giving him 12 years, I think it is. Oh, look, one day ago, Rampage warns Vitali might not make it out from prison alive. Oh, they say only 18 months now. 18 months. 18 months. Yeah, here's they say 24 years is what he was facing. The VIP of these. You should have said the ZIP, dude. Dude. The ZIP of these. The ZIP. Dude, the ZIP of these nuts. Dude is stanky leg. Oh, you can't see my stanky leg. Dude is stanky leg. I got that freaking stanky leg. I'm old ass. I drive a truck. I build forts. I build forts in the forest when I want them. Just kidding. VIP, the ZIP of these nuts on your tonsils, laughing at them, screaming at your black ass consoles. Alright, where was it, man? Oh, you know what I should do? Let me see if I can figure this out. You can watch this real quick.
You're banned. Anyway, so what was I saying before? So let's see what this article is and what this is. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know why people do that. It's a very weird thing that people in chat do. This is generally the way, and I repeat myself with this a lot, so I apologize if people heard this before. But like, if you come into my chat to argue with me and fight with me, you're probably just going to get permabanned. I don't like arguing and fighting with people. I don't like people who are rude to me. And so, like, if you're rude or you argue or you fight or you're in any way, shape, or form just unpleasant, you make my stream more unpleasant. then I'll just ban you. That's it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't think I have to. I shouldn't have to. And so that's it. The killer was liberal. They're spinning the narrative. Well, nobody knows what happened. Like, but do you see my confusion here immediately whenever this person also got shot, but apparently he didn't vote against it? Or sorry, he did not vote against the, what do you call it, the illegal immigrants, right? Getting the stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure.
Dude.
The killer was liberal? Yeah. Strongest free speech enjoyer? I'm not a free speech enjoyer. And also, my stream isn't the First Amendment. Sorry to say, guys. And, you know, Twitch is not the same thing as the government. And Homer, thanks for 5 subs. I appreciate it. He was there. There's a difference between a rude argument and civil discourse. Yeah, definitely. And there has to be a reason for the attacks. Yeah, I mean, the shooter's still at large. They haven't released any information about him. I'm going to scroll down and find the rest of these here, too. And
so interesting. He wore exact clothing of a cop, exact car of a cop, exact badge of a cop. How about if he was probably just a cop? They don't know that for sure. I mean, they could say, they can listen, they could set up whoever they want. If I wanted Space Cowboy on these nuts, you know, I could put his license and whatever in that vehicle. I could show up as a real cop in that vehicle, kill people, and get out and get away, whatever needed to be done. Then when they found, oh, this is Space Cowboy's vehicle, blah 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 blah. You know, that's why that sounds crazy, because we have no idea who that was. And those masks that they have nowadays, like the silicone masks that are like a freaking microns thick. They have like individual zits on them and stuff. So you can be like, you had a big piece of acne. That's all fake. It's crazy. But yeah, I think it looks like they wanted to give. And this is another thing I'll say. There was so many people that wanted to make money off of this and the previous election. They were gearing up. They wanted Kamala and Tim Walton. They wanted to make so much money. And the Democrats wanted to win so bad that they were playing with the gangs. They were playing with MS-13 and the Bloods and the Crips, paying them extra to do no, don't vote for Trump, instead, you know, protests and stuff like that. So now, if this woman was supposed to have voted to make sure that this guy's brethren and stuff gets health care, and the smuggled people up from Mexico get health care, and she voted against it. If it was just a freaking street thug, like boom, boom, you know, they'll kill people in front of the cops and go to jail for the rest of their life. So why would they have any worry whatsoever about doing this? If they were offered millions of dollars and that didn't come through, they're going to kill people for offering them. And if they're saying it was this person's fault that we didn't get the vote, that the Democrats are no longer in and we can't steal money and give it to gang members anymore, boom, boom, boom. They're going to get them dead so that the next people that come in will listen and do. It's the cartels basically in America doing what the cartels do. You didn't listen to me, you voted the wrong way, you're dead. The next person will know that you got killed, and we will make sure that they vote the right way. And they're just doing their thing. Masks are just so they can't be identified, they can stay anonymous. But that's only while they commit the crime. Then they can take the mask off and they can burn it. And then they're looking for a guy that's this tall with this broad, with cheeks like this, with a scar right here, and scars can't be taken away, so that you know it's going to always be there. But no, the scar was on the mask, so then they burned the mask. And then, who are they looking for? You use heel razors. So they said this guy was 6'2", but he takes them off and he's 5'9". So all of that crap, it's all bull. Everything's bull crap. I've been saying it. Everything's bull crap. And it is.
See if we can get any more information about this too. But now DFL House Leader has passed away after being targeted at their home. Oh my God. I think this kind of stuff is going to start happening more, by the way.
I agree.
I don't think this is the end. I think this is actually just the beginning.
Right. So
what's happened recently is that we've had so many people and so much violent rhetoric, so many people trying to push out, any sort of like revolutionary language, etc. This is really just going to keep getting worse. And the reason why also lefties are crashing out, I do think that right now it is primarily left-wing people. I mean, it doesn't... The thing is, like, if this was a right-wing person, it would be just as bad, right? It's not like it would be... It's not like it's worse because it's a left-wing person. It's just bad no matter what. But I think that there's just been a collective turning up of the temperature. And I think now maybe that members of Congress are being targeted, maybe now they'll take it seriously. Because for a long time, they've tried to play like they're above it and, oh, this isn't really a big deal or whatever. But now that people are killing members of Congress, maybe now they'll actually take it seriously.
Right. There you go. So the thing that I was saying was, they were calling the police on me all the time. That's not very nice of them. This is why they were doing it to me when I was speaking out about things that was factual in my neighborhood. Right, because they own the police.
Websites for really cool hotels, and we do it in Webflow.
But that wasn't always.
So back to my thing. Yeah. So if they don't want you talking out about them, then one day you're freaked out and you go to the door with the gun. You open the door, boom, 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 you're dead. And they don't have to worry about you anymore. The problem is that the Democrats have been working with the criminal underground for too long. Yes, I'm familiar with swatting it. Yeah, but they've been working with the criminal underground for too long. Listen, these people want to see you die on camera, or they want to see these streamers die on camera. It's usually streamers that was your husband a freaking a gangster? The government owns the police. What do you mean? They're the biggest gang in the world. The government. They own the police, and we know this. But my point being, well, of each town, yeah. But the federal police is owned by the federal government and stuff like that. So yeah. But regardless of all that, we know how that stuff works. But my point being, the like you've got a lot of gangsters that are now YouTube streamers, a lot of gangsters that were Bloods and Crips that are now streamers, right? So the people that wanted to kill them 20 years ago when he stole my chain and this and that, FBI, open up, open up. Female body inspector. That's nice. Well, he tried at least. So now you've got like the things that they promised money to the Bloods and the Crips and other street gangs, and that's not coming through because those guys were being paid with the Doge money and stuff like that. That's been cut off. So now they're like, we want our money or you die, and they're like, well, blah 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 blah. We're Democrats, and they're like, you're Democrats. My ex-husband had two family members shot down in Florida who were the same county as Donald Trump, who worked as law enforcement in jails, prison. Well, they probably either pissed off prisoners, and then when the prisoners got out, they went back looking for them, or they were helping prisoners bring drugs in and out, and they were actually in the gangs, but they were clear skin. They don't have no tattoos saying MS-13, so that way they could bring stuff in and out of the jails. One of my ex-husband's family members, his brother-in-law, was certified public accountant from the police department or something like that. Yeah, they can do that. But look, do you know how much money is made bringing drugs and guns into jails? Lots of money. These people are all bad. They all don't care. They're all whack-a-doodle, smack your noodle. Whack-a-doodle, smack a noodle. 1, 2, 3. All right. What was I doing? But yeah, we got all that thing out. Let's say, okay, what can I do? What can I do? Let me see. Where was I? Controls. Wow, I flicked a pimple. My ex-husband had a brother in the United States Marine Corps who worked for the prison. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that work for prisons that help the prisoners because look, they know that the guards don't make a lot of money. Like Cat worked for the prison in Maryland, and she got like 30 grand a year. She left the prison to work for the school, which was like double that, but still not great money, but still twice as much. So it's like if you're working in a prison and they're not paying you kick-ass money, then then you're going to be offered, hey, talk to my ex-girlfriend. Her name's Shanisa. She's going to give you a pound of cocaine. Bring it in here. Blah, blah, blah. We'll give you blah, blah, blah. I mean, and they'll be like, oh, okay, that's $10,000. That's a third of what I make a year. So they're like, okay, and they'll do it. Just like now, they raised the prices of everything. They made people's lives so difficult that now they'll pay them to protest, to be the new to be the new to be the new dang it, my apologies, the new army inside to take over whatever they want. And now they're no kings. Like Trump's an actual king. He's got all these other people and they're calling him a king. Why are they calling him a king? He's not a king. A lot of his stuff gets shot down. They say, no, we're not doing this, Trump. So how is he a king? And that's the thing. It's all bullshit. He's not a king. He's not acting like a king. He's acting like a president. But he's acting like a better president than freaking the past couple have. All right. We're gonna call it a night, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming through. And if you watch this on playback and you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Subscribe. Thank you all for coming.